Hey yo. Hey yo. We're back in the aqueduct. I still can't believe Andreas is still alive. Look at him, look at his little hunch. Oh my god. Andreas, come on. Chill the fuck out. Why is his hands like that? Look at his fucking hands. The bathhouse. What do you think, Andreas? The decorations. These must have been the baths. Doesn't look like there's a way through. Silt. All the floods kept carrying it down here. Hundreds of years of floods. What if we can't get through? What if it's buried forever? It's too early to get this discouraged. Let's keep looking. Nothing. I feel like we're like right at the end of the game, right? Like this has to be. It's part of the town's collapse. We're not getting that's this way. I think. Yes, Caspar and I found a collapsed section of the aqueduct near town. We didn't find out what was on the other side. I wouldn't let him explore it. I should have taken more care with him. Andres, we can't do anything about that now. The spiky shit's kind of fucked up. Yes, of course. I mean, we go back? I guess so, right? Like, we don't have a choice. Oh, can we go back to the bathhouse? Are we supposed to? Why is my phone buzzing? Wait. Oh shit, hello? There's books. Is that books? More stairs down? Will something be below the baths? A hypocaust. They use warm air to heat the rooms above. Roman colonies in the north often had them. Let's hope these haven't filled with silt as well. The hypocaust. I haven't heard any of these words. I thought these were books for a second. Wow, this is the closest we've seen these characters ever. Do you know where we're going? These pillars just kind of go in all directions. Andreas, could you look that way? I think I'm gonna try and explore ahead. Why are we splitting up? What? How could you abandon your work, Andreas? I thought you were a true artist, a master of your craft, but all you created was misery. The only thing more pitiful than watching you work in that scriptorium was your love of that dying art. Damn. Don't make me feel bad. Fuck off. An eye for an eye, Andreas. You may have condemned me, but in doing so, you damned yourself as well. Fuck off. So we're gonna have to hear from Otto too? Master, why did you send me back into the flames? I didn't! Caspar, you did that! Caspar, you did that. I feel bad now. Come on. Wait, is that the flames? Oh my god, no. No, this isn't right. I can't be here right now. How did I get here? Shit. Andreas. You're still here. Yes. For a little longer. You're leaving? I am the last vestige of reason that once ruled this court. When it goes, I will go with it. But who will rule the city if you leave? No one. You must leave this place forever, Andreas. You must abandon it for good. But how? What can I do? I don't even know how I got here. This was once a place of refuge for you, Andreas. But it has become a prison. A prison you constructed to protect yourself. From what? From pain, from risk, from life itself. But I can't stay here. I have to help Magdalene. How do I get out? Andreas, you are the architect. I will help you as best I can, but you are the only one who can answer that. Oh. Hold on. That's a trap. Hello, Andreas. Is that you, Sabine? Yes, of course. I'm still here. Part of me will always be here with you. We haven't talked in so long. Why? You reminded me of August. Everything fell apart. That doesn't mean we couldn't have put it back together. I didn't know how to. No one does. I wish you had given us another chance. I do too. It may be too late for us, but it's not too late for you, Andreas. It's not too late for Magdalene. Yes, Magdalene. I have to help her. You can, Andreas, but you have to leave this place behind for good. I know. I can. I will. You will. Thank you, Sabine. Will I ever see you again? Not in this place. But maybe someday. In a better place. In a better dream. Damn. Where else are we going? This maze be crazy. Alright. Master Andreas! Oh. Caspar. It's really you. It's so good to see you again, Master. How can you say that? You died because of me. I just wanted to help you on Master Andreas. You couldn't think straight. You shouldn't blame yourself anymore. I let my family down. I let you down. I couldn't stop Peter. Couldn't save Tasting. I couldn't even save more than a couple armful of bucks. You did what you could, Master. Everyone knows you did. That's all any of us can do. Alright, Caspar. Thank you. Thank you for everything you taught me. Damn. Wait, what happened? This was the way out. Before I started talking to Caspar, I know this was the way out. Your mind is fighting itself, Andreas. Oh shit, yeah, did it change? It remembers the pain of life. It's trying to protect you from it. Beatrice. Yes? I thought you were gone. You brought me back. Oh, so what do I do now? Keep going. How do I get the fuck? Okay. Ah, fuck. Say nothing. It's been so many nights, so many years without seeing your face. I thought I had forgotten it. I knew you were still here, though. Quietly waiting for me. Can't change the past. Can't cover it up. It's always there under the surface, no matter how I try to bury it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. It's alright. What? It's alright, Daddy. It is? You don't have to hide here anymore. But what about you, Caspar, and your mother? We're not really here. There are people who need you. It's so hard to let you go. I know, Daddy. But you have to. I know. You're right. Thank you. I love you, Daddy. I love you too. Good night, August. Good night. It shifted again. The walls. It's still trying to protect you. No. It's not? No, I mean, no. I don't have to do this. This is my mind. My maze. And I'm leaving. Good. But this next part might be confusing. Oh my god, it's the fucking... Yeah, oh, yeah. Wait, I didn't realize this was the labyrinth that the mother... The Virgin Mother was holding. I probably should have realized that earlier. Holy shit. What? I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. Why are you holding the maze? Two things are merging in your mind. You and... There are layers to everything, even our memories. Over time, the foundations become buried. We can no longer recall how we got here. No longer recall what came before. And what came before. Our Lady, watching over the labyrinth as I watch over you. And even this has roots that reach deep into the past. There was not always a lady to watch over the labyrinth, but there was a labyrinth. What? I don't understand. Sister Amelie? Is this real? Am I still in my mind? Oh my god, was it Sister Amelie this entire time? She was locked away! Was there... She was making like a burial ground, kind of like a what was it, the little like burial patch for herself. Was there a way into the aqueduct from... Oh my god, was there a way into the aqueduct? Is this real? Am I still in my mind? You are here with me, and we are here in spirit. You looked like Beatrice a moment ago. Beatrice? I don't know her. We are in the tabernacle, the heart of the labyrinth. Your spirit was wandering and the Lord brought you here. But I don't understand. How did you leave your cell? I have not. We are only here in spirit, Andreas. Am I having a vision? I know it is confusing. I'm not even sure of my own visions. But if you are here with me, it is the will of the Lord. Andreas, Sister Amelie. What are you doing here, sister? This is the center of the labyrinth, the tabernacle. This is where the Lord sends my spirit to do his will. God has also guided your spirits here. There must be a purpose to it. Sister, we're looking for the Mithraeum. Is this it? Mithraeum? No. This is the tabernacle, not a place of wood and stone, but a place of spirit. The Lord has called me to this place for many years. He has always made his will known to me. Soon, he'll make it known to you. Sister, how does your spirit come to this place? Through the door between life and death. When my spirit hears the call, it descends through my grave. Here, the Lord tells me what messages I must bear, and to whom. She's the one that... Is she the fucking thread puller? How? It was almost impossible for us to reach this place. I used to think my affliction, my pain, was a curse. I know now that it was a gift from God. A gift that allows me to bend my body as I bend my soul to his will. There's no place in Tasing or Kasau he cannot reach through me. Wait. I thought I had given up the pen forever, until the visions returned. She's purple script. She's the thread puller. I knew Amelie was going to be important. I didn't realize she was going to be the thread puller. No. When fire took my abbey, I couldn't save my sisters. Not one. All I could grab was a single book and a bolt of cloth. I couldn't understand why God had spared me alone. But he showed me. God had a higher purpose for me, for my hand. Father Thomas explained it to me. He makes everything clear. He tells me what I must do, what the Lord wills me to do. Oh, it's fucking Father Thomas confusing her. It was you, this whole time. You wrote the notes. I found one by my dad when he was attacked. Sister Amelie, you pushed those people into committing murder. What? No, that can't be true. The Lord would not use me for such a purpose. But that's what happened, sister. You wrote those notes. And people were murdered because of them. No, I wouldn't. He wouldn't. There was nothing in his message about murder. No. I am not here. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Hello, Father Thomas. Sister Emily, shh. It's alright. Father Thomas, how did you get down here? Tasting is an old place. It's buried many ancient roads and tunnels over the centuries. People walk above the hidden ways every day without even knowing it. Though in truth, it was Sister Amelie who rediscovered them first and found this place. Father Thomas, did you? In other circumstances, I would be overjoyed to see you, Andreas. In truth, I'm still happy you are alive. Thank God. But I think the occasion of this reunion leaves little to rejoice about. You. You and Sister Amelie were behind all of the murders? No, she had no part in this. But the notes, she wrote them. She did, but she did not understand their purpose. I guided her. I told her what to write. To what end? What was the point of all this? Look around you. What do you see? Roman ruins. Look closer. It looks like the statue of Saint Moritz from the meadow. And the image of Saint Satya from the shrine. I don't understand. It's Saint Moritz and Saint Satya. And Mars and Diana. Roman goddess. The saints are the gods? When the Romans left Tasing, their buildings, their temples, their statues remained. Christians settled here centuries later. They found time-worn fragments of that imperial grasp. Just like that, Christians co-opting pagan, well, not pagan, but like other fucking cultures in their shit. Statue of Mars Pater that once watched over the Roman fields stood there, still, headless and nameless. The settlers believed it was Saint Moritz, who was already a legend where they had come from. They found the shrines to Satya and, not understanding she was an aspect of Diana, believed she was another local saint. So the people turned them into saints. Sanctity and sainthood exist outside of what people believe, Magdalene. People cannot churn someone into a saint any more than they can unmake the divinity of Christ. But they knew of the saints and learned local legends of the region and applied them to the figures they found here. No one knew they were Roman gods because there was no account for what the Romans did and left here, except for Historia Tessae. But Historia Tessae was not known then. Perhaps it had not even been written then. Who knows how long that book had been lost for before it made its way to Father Matthias, and you killed him for it. Yes, with poison. No one suspected. He died of poison and no one suspected? It must have been quite subtle. His death was unexpected, but I was the only person he confided in about what he had read in Historia Tessae. When Father Matthias learned that there was no evidence that St. Moritz had ever come to Tasing, the shrine to him in the meadow was a statue of Mars that the Romans had erected hundreds of years ago. That Saint Satya was a Roman goddess Diana. He resolved to deal with it. It's so funny because how many times did we pass that fucking broken down statue going from, like, Tasing to the Abbey? It was in front of us the entire time. There it is, fucking Mars. Oh my god. And you resolved to deal with him. Andreas. Our people believed in St. Moritz. They believed in the miracles God has worked through his hand. And they believed in the legend of Saint Satya, that she helped Moritz and watches over Tasing still. What does it matter? Believe the Lord. And that was worth killing the abbot? I believed it was then, yes. If St. Moritz never came to Tasing, what is in the reliquary? What are the pilgrims coming to see? What does it mean for the people who prayed to him, to Saint Satya, and believed their prayers were answered? What does it mean for the church that has given people hope? Fixed like a false star in a dark sky. If the people have reason to doubt the validity of the saints, can they doubt the church? Can they doubt the gospel, the word of God? Perhaps some would, but you've always told us that we have to accept Christ on our own free will. Yes, of course. Preserving the legends of our saints doesn't interfere with individual volition. You are preserving a lie. I preserved a lie to illuminate greater truth. God so loved the world that he gave his only son. If you believe this, if you truly believe this, eternal life is yours. And saints have walked among us, and their relics work miracles. And they hear our prayers and answer them. And the two that protected this town were never here. They don't need to know that, Andreas. There are times when God feels so far away from us in these mountains. But a peasant in Tasing can only stand in a field, look over a valley and say, St. Moritz was here. God was with us, and he is with us still, and he will be with us always. And this is the truth, even if the legend of St. Moritz is a lie. So many people have died because of what you've done. I know this is hard to believe, but I was trying to save lives, to prevent death. But one murder didn't solve the problem, did it? Because one day Baron Rothvogel rode into town with another copy of Historia Tessai. A copy he promised to give to the abbot so Curacao could come to the terms with its past. And if Father Gernot read its contents, you would be facing the same danger you saw in Father Matthias. Father Gernot. In retrospect, given how Father Gernot chose to run the abbey, my fears may have been unfounded. Do you think he wouldn't have cared? Whether he cared or not, I think the abbot would have been more concerned with preserving the abbey. But there was also the Baron himself. Given his provocations, he surely would have told people eventually. But then why Otto? It certainly didn't have anything to do with Historia Tessai. He couldn't even read. In the end, his murder provoked Peter and the others into destroying the abbey. I never thought that would happen. I underestimated Peter's anger and the peasants' frustration. So you killed him to prevent an uprising, but it caused it instead. Someone else killed him, and someone else killed Baron Rothvogel. And it wasn't to prevent an uprising, but to stop him from showing people what he found when he was helping to dig the foundations of the Rathaus. Something from our pagan ancestors? No, not quite so old. What he found was a stone head. The missing head of the statue in the meadow. The statue of the shrine of St. Moritz. How did it wind up over there? The most likely culprits are rain, floods, and time. Yeah, because he did say... Otto did say that he had a sign from God. If he was digging out the foundations and found the head of Mars, that's a pretty big sign. Like, what is it doing over there? Blah 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 blah. Of course, you'd just be like, oh shit, God is trying to tell me something here. Black Till told me that farmers find old tools and pottery in the field every year. Yes, and this had remained hidden for centuries. It sat in the soil until Otto found it. And he was going to show everyone that God had favored the town with his discovery. What Otto could not know is that our shrine's statue was not a saint of Saint Moritz. Oh, he thought the statue, he was like, I found the head of Saint Moritz. Of course that's a sign from God. That's why he was so adamant about it. Because Otto could not read the words chiseled across the helmet. Mars Pater. But the man he entrusted with this information, the town priest, could. Yes. You told him to meet you on St. John's Eve at the Wrath House. I could not let him destroy our town's beliefs. You had poor Sister Amelie write down what you told her were visions. Visions she couldn't remember. To deliver them in the dead of night to Guy, to Hannah, to Martin. So that one of them could murder Otto, just as someone murdered Lorenz. What about my father? I'm sorry, Magdalene. Why did you do it? It doesn't make any sense. Was it because of the mural? Yes. Klaus pursued the project with the determination of a guilty man doing penance. He kept digging and digging for answers about Tasing's past, Kursau's past. I was afraid that sooner or later he would find out about Moritz, Satya, this place, everything. So you tried to kill him? No, I tried to scare him. First with the note, but he ignored it. I thought if I ransacked the workshop, it would scare him off. I didn't expect him to come down so quickly. It was just an accident. It wasn't an accident. You almost killed him. I know. So what are you gonna do now? Kill me? Kill Magdalene? No, of course not. I have neither the means nor the will to do so. But even if I can't stop you from telling people what I've done, I can stop them from finding this place. What are you doing? Burying the past. Even if it destroys the church above us, I'll make sure no one ever sees this place. Oh, fuck. Father, you're going to kill us all. You're going to kill Amelie. Then leave. Take her with you. You can tell the townsfolk what you want, but if you stay here, we'll die together. Can we jump him real quick? You'll really kill yourself and destroy the church just to hide the secret? Churches can be rebuilt more easily than faith. I'm willing to pay the price for that. Father! Go! Jesus fucking Christ. Are you alright? I think so. You? In truth, no. But I survived. And so did she. They must have heard that at the Golden Hand. The entire church collapsing? I'd hope so. What are we gonna tell them? What do you mean? About this. About everything. I don't know. He's dead, Magdalene. There's justice to be done by telling them about the saints. So we should reward what he did? All the people he's hurt? Is it better to punish the people of Tasing? What good will it do to tell everyone about St. Moritz and St. Satya? Maybe Father Thomas was right about that, if nothing else. Maybe we would break their faith. Fuck. This is probably the toughest choice in the game. I want the people here to deal with so much shit. I want them to have something to believe in. But Magdalene did so much to find the truth. With what's going on. I think he's wrong. I think the people here have enough faith to hear the truth. You know them better than I do. Especially since I've been away for so long. You came back after all this time to solve this, but it's hard to feel like we actually accomplished anything. Are we any better off than we were this morning? Father Thomas won't be able to hurt anyone else. Maybe he never would have. I think you're right. We should tell them. About the saints, the Romans, all of it. I hate that doing the right thing feels so awful. I'm sorry. I am too, but I still think it's what we need to do. Then we'll tell them. Good. We should get Sister Emily someplace warm. We can take her to my house. You'll probably have some explaining to do. A lot, I think. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad you didn't die in that fire. I am too, I think. Merry Christmas, Andreas. Merry Christmas. Damn! Oh. Magdalene, you made it back. Andreas and Sister Amelie and I all made it back. Sister Amelie? Was she in the church? I heard a terrible din and the house shook. Is everything alright? I don't think so, Dad, but it will be. Are you alright, Dad? Yes. I'm sorry. Just tired. Sit by me. Tell me what happened. I started in the Rath House. Well, the Rath Skeller. Andreas found an old Roman message there that pointed to the Mithraeum. Huh? So he went into the aqueduct. The section we found must have been closed off for centuries. We found an old Roman bathhouse. We couldn't go through, so we found our way down to a level under the baths. I think Andreas said it was a hypocaust. I got separated from Andreas. Was really afraid I'd lost him. We'd both gotten lost down there. But then I heard his voice off in the distance, so I was so relieved. Dad? Oh, fuck, man. Are you still listening? He held out to make sure she was still alive. Fuck, man. That sucks. That fucking blows. We knew what was gonna happen, but Oh shit. Hello? March. April. April 15th. Okay. I know it's hard. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it is. But we will all do our best to make you feel welcome when you get here. It's strange to think this will probably be the last letter I send to you. So I'll end it with my love. Esther. Magdalene? Yes? I'm sorry to disturb you, but I wanted to let you know that everything is in order. Baltus has ensured that all the financial matters will be handled. The money will be forwarded to you via the Reich post as soon as everything is settled. I appreciate it. Please thank him for me. Thank him for everything. Of course, Mistress Druckerin. I did not know your father well, but I know that he was well regarded by everyone who spoke of him. It seems that Tasting has lost many things in one man. I'm very sorry. Thank you. Good fortune to you. Sister Gertrude. Are you sure you have everything you need, Magdalene? I think so. Thank you. I made you something to take with you on the road. It's chamomile, cinnamon, and wheat flour. If you're traveling and you're having cramps, I know, I'll use it. Well, Hildgar's recipe is called for chamomile and wheat flour. I added the cinnamon for taste. I'm so sorry about what happened to your father. Thank you. Mother Francesca had us all say prayers for him, and for you as well, when she heard you were leaving. Really? That's so sweet. Please thank her for me. I will. We'll all miss you so much, Magdalene. I'll miss you too. God bless you. Safe travels. Magdalene, I can't believe you're really leaving. I'll miss you all dearly. The boys will miss you even more. Yours, at least. Oh, don't tease him. I think he's really having a hard time of it, despite appearances. I'll go easy on him. That's kind of you. I appreciate it. Safe travels and God bless. Oh, I'm so fucking sorry, Otts. Oh, hey, Max. Otto. Otts. I'm really sorry about your dad. He was always nice to me. My mom says he was a good man. He was a good dad. Well, thanks. I should get going. Max. Magdalene. You sure you don't want to marry me? Oh, God. It's a little late for that, don't you think? Right. I just didn't want to spend the rest of my life wondering if I should have asked. You know? Look after your mother, Otts. Elias. Good morning, Mistress Druckerin. Are you off soon? Yes, Father. Just saying my last few farewells. Of course. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to know you or your father, God rest his soul. I am too. Don't let those bohemians put any heretical ideas in your head. Once their precious seeds take root, they can choke the faith right out of you. Saint Martz will protect me. I'll keep my guard up, Father. Good, good. Keep the faith. God bless you, Father Elias. God bless you and your travels. So, like, where does he, like, practice when this is all broke? Hi, Amelie. God bless you as well, Sister Amelie. Are you leaving today? I am. I'm just heading up to the mill in a bit. I'm so sorry for everything that happened. no, it's alright now. Thank you for helping me. Do you know what you'll do now? Will you become an Anchoress again? I don't know, honestly. Father Elias is trying to help me, but I need to learn to rely on my own judgment a little more. It's going to take a long time to atone for my part in what happened. Perhaps the rest of my life. You were tricked. We all were. Even so, I must make amends. I am writing an account of what happened here. As well as I can remember it anyway. If it is not enough to earn forgiveness, I pray that it will at least illuminate this history of great darkness. Good. It's worth remembering. God bless you, Sister Emily. God bless and keep you safe on your travels, Magdalene. Damn. The mill. Make it. Oh, man. Else. Magdalene, this is it? It is. Time for me to leave. Good. Get out of this cursed town before, get out before this cursed town swallows you. Tasting will bring you nothing but anguish and misery. Else, I hope one day you will find a path out of your sorrow. God willing, though I'm doubtful. Stay safe on the road. These are still dangerous times. We'll be fine. Look after your family. Paul, Anna, your grandkids still need you. I'll do what I can. They are the little I have left. Without them, never mind. Godspeed, Magdalene. Oh shit, Andreas cut his hair. Are you sure I look alright? Of course, Andreas. You look perfectly respectable. You're a little worse for wear, but a good sight better than you were was kind of the women to help clean me up. I'm afraid I'd forgotten how to look after myself. Some would say you took care of yourself quite admirably. How many men here could have survived in a burned-out cellar for the better part of 20 years? Subsisting on our discarded rye, no less. I'm sorry about that. Andreas, we already told you. It's alright now. Magdalene. Hello, Magdalene. Are you off soon? Yeah, hello. Yes, I'm riding with your flower to Mittenwald, and then down to Isar. That's more coin and trade. Okay. I'm sorry to see you go, Magdalene. But I hope Prague is everything you've dreamed of. If it's half the city Esther describes, I'm sure I'll love it. You have a chance to make a life of your own there. God knows I've squandered so much of mine. Use the time you have and use it well. I will. I don't know how, but I will. I wish you could have seen it, Andreas. I know. You would have loved it. I hope so. Magdalene. Oh my god! Because he can talk well. Magdalene. If angels carried him down to bear witness, the heavenly host would have wept at it. You should have become a poet. I don't have the talent for it. Maybe not, but you do have the temperament. Magdalene, I wanted to ask you something about the mural before you go. I thought it was supposed to cover the whole wall. Why did you leave a section blank? For the future. Unless history is going to stop in tasting the moment I roll down the town. I think your wagon's about to leave. Oh, it is. It hardly feels like enough time. Thank you for everything you did for me. For my family. God bless you, Andreas Mahler. See ya. Andreas? Are you alright? I'm lost. That's alright. You're welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Besides, you can't leave yet. The children require your expertise. Oh? They're up on the mill. The walkway. Oh, they're drawing! I didn't even realize that. I'll have supper ready when you're done. Just remember that you're always welcome in our home, Andreas. Thank you. Let's go up. Oh, the old hat. That's cute. I'll just draw in. Aw. Oh shit. It's the drawings. Oh my god. Dude, the fucking, oh my god, that's so sick. That's a sick. Magdalene killed it with it. Holy shit. She killed it with this. Some sacrificing. Moritz and Satya and the Virgin Mary. I mean, even if they aren't real saints, they were a huge part of Hastings' history. The burning of the abbey, huh? Secret under the church. The aqueduct. We tell them in that. I wonder if we decided not to, we wouldn't have depicted this. We wouldn't have depicted Saint Satya, Moritz's Diana, and Mars. Trucker in. There's like a family history over there. It was in Prague. Berthold? Oh, ill Peter. Apollo has Peter Gertner. Ursula Vex. They get sacrificed? What the fuck? Kraft and Jutter and Judah. Damn, they had a lot of kids. Holy shit. The shrine. Andreas. Maller. Holy shit. creature. Oh shit, man. This is a good ending. Holy shit. Wow. The end, huh? Damn. Okay. Um, that was a strong ending. I've got to give it. That was a strong ending. Um, thoughts. So first off, how everything wraps up. I've got to say, um, I kind of liked it. I thought Act Three, like when we took over Magdalene, it felt like a little longer than most parts had, and it felt like I had less choice. Um, it was just kind of like going over and explaining some things here and there, but it felt like it was just kind of like railroaded. I felt like I had way more choice with Andreas. And that was kind of like the meat and potatoes of like what I enjoyed about this game. Act three just kind of felt like here's like the wrap up and here's who did it and what happened. I thought like the mystery was good. The mystery was good. I knew it had to be someone connected. I honestly thought that it was in some way connected with um uh Father Bernard or whatever his name is. I thought he had some like must have been the thread puller. Um, Obviously I was very wrong about that, but it makes sense that it was Father Thomas. I knew it was like something that the church was trying to cover up. It just had that feeling of like of hey, we gotta like shut this guy up. Um, and I knew Sister Amelie had something more important than what has been let on. Since Act One, I was like, okay, like there's gonna be more about Sister Amelie that comes out. Then Act Two, got a little bit more, but still not enough. We saw like the real bigger connection with Sister Amelie there, but still not too much. And then it wasn't until Act Three that it's just like, okay, here is how Sister Amelie has to do with this. Um, but yeah, I've got to say, I think overall this is a really good game. I'm impressed. It's very different. There's no game that's like very much like this. Of course, there's like gameplay wise, like yeah, like you could have like Disco Elysium or anything that's kind of like similar-ish, where you have like it's more dialogue driven, it's choices, it's etc. like that. But the art style, this is very unique. Story is very unique. Settings are unique. It's just everything about it is just it's its own thing, and I love it for it. I wish more games would take risks. This was a big fucking risk to be like, oh yeah, is anyone interested in like fucking like Bavaria and the Holy Roman Empires, and you play as an artist, coming to this random ass town. Like and also it's kind of like a whodunit mystery detective thing. It's very I don't know. It was a risk and it paid off very well. I'll give a lot of leeway to that. Having said that, obviously there were some issues. My character, Disco Elysium was very much spoiled me because it accounted for so many different permutations, more permutations than Pentiment actually offers. Um, but what I found with Pentiment is that it sometimes it assumed I had knowledge that I didn't have. So like I never saw the autopsy and I never got like the special because I'm guessing if I saw the autopsy of Baron Rothvogel, then it would have told me, hey, like, he was stabbed, but the stab wound wasn't the only like wound. He's also got like hit and maybe it would have told like if I had the doctor tracked, it would have told me actually I know that like this like the stabbing wasn't what killed him, it was the bludgeoning. um Having said all of this, there was also a couple of other things that popped up that I was just like I don't think I had this knowledge. I forgot what it was. I think some Magdalene shit popped up that was just like, oh, I shouldn't have known that, but you know I found out about it. Which I mean, I will say, granted, it's very hard to code for all these different permutations, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of slack. But it was just still kind of like an maybe the biggest issue I had was just knowing that it wasn't just the stab wound, it was the bludgeoning. Like the fact that I was able to say to the abbot, oh, but but he was also bludgeoned, he wasn't just stabbed. how did I know that? And then when I found his fucking like the club thing, um, and that was like bloodied up in the oh wow. Oh my god, they really went to town on all the references. Look at this. Look at this. Holy shit, man. They did their homework. All right, they did their homework. Um, cuz like I only found the bludgeoning tool after I said, "Oh, well, he was hurt by like getting bludgeoned or whatever." Um, what was it? Let's just quit out of this so we don't have background noise. But yeah, I mentioned that to him, and then he was just like, "I don't know what you're talking about," and I was also like, "What are you talking about?" And then finding that bullshit the thingy, the fucking um the club or whatever, the bloody club. I was just like, oh well, I guess that would have been what happened if I actually did do the autopsy. So that was the only big issue I find. Um, what was the other? What was some other things? I I don't know. I think that was pretty much really my biggest gripes with it. I think the biggest gripes were just that and um it just kind of dragged a little bit towards that act 3. It just felt like I mean, I don't think it should have been condensed, but what was there wasn't as gripping as Act 1 and 2, and I think that is a problem. And I think a lot of games have that issue where like the first parts of the games are like the most gripping part, but like I felt like they could have done a little bit more to like I wouldn't want it to be shortened. I think some games it could have been shortened. I don't think this game it should have been shortened. I feel like going and like researching the history like play like like mural by mural was perfect and it was exactly what it needed. Either it needed to be short, like those specific instances need to be shortened a little bit. I guess a little. I mean, I just said no, but like I don't think they should have cut any like section from the mural, but I think they should have maybe like kind of like tied it a little bit better, or made it more gripping. That would have been fine. But overall, I've got to say it was really fucking good. This is a really strong game. Um, I'm gonna say that this game, I'll give it. I I'd say I highly enjoy this. I'd give it like an B plus, maybe A minus, maybe A minus. I actually, yeah, A minus. I think it did its job really fucking well. And I'm a sucker for someone who does like something that's like not just like, oh, we're gonna do another like shooter, like first person shooter that's like with like, regular guns and like, regular enemies like give me some fucking weird shit like that. I you know, I've played so many games for so many years now. It's kind of like give me the weird shit. I want the weird shit. That is what I want. Um so I think this was good. Um one last thing is the biggest issue that I found and what I oh, one other issue. I wanted to know who actually killed um Otto and who killed the Baron. They wouldn't fucking say it. I wanted to be told that I was wrong with both the Baron and Otto. I was so prepared to be told that and be told someone else did it. Or maybe I could have guessed it right and or I could have guessed it wrong. I wanted them to say it actually like wasn't Guy who killed Otto, but maybe it was fucking Ferric that killed uh the Baron. But it seemed like at the end when they were just like, oh, well, I was a thread puller, I was like, you know, trying to get people to push them to kill. But it feels like whoever I would have picked was the killer, which makes me think if I didn't help out, um, if I didn't help uh the Inquisitor from Act 1 when it came to like, oh, who do you think like killed Baron Rothvogel, would he have just said, "Yeah, I think it is like the old man, the old painter man, like he did it"? Would that have happened, or would it have just picked some random guy, like the one that had the most evidence for, or like just like randomly selected? Um, I don't know. Um, but I felt like that was a little like I wish it would have been like more permanent, but now it just feels like whoever I picked was actually the right one. Um, I want to know more about. No, fuck. Okay, here's who is the real Martin Bauer. Um, his admittance that he is not the real Martin Bauer, but an imposter and acquaintance of the real one who died during a highway robbery. Something seemed off when Martin returned to tasting and pins the death of. Oh my God, this is there was like a I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I really want to know who Martin was. I kind of figured it was just some guy that Martin met and Martin died, and then the guy was just like, well, I'll take over his life. Like that sounds better than whatever I had, and was just like kind of like a way better guy in that respect because of it. Um, oh, hold on. But um, but yeah, um, sorry, I was just starting to like browse and see what was going on. But yeah, no, I think this is a good game. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll definitely play more games. Maybe not like Pentiment, but I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but like I need to take a break from a game like this because we just put in a lot of hours with this. So I hope you enjoyed it. We'll find a new game soon. Until then, I will see you later.